At Glasgow Prophetic Centre, we have for a decade had a burning passion to pray and have intercession teams live and active within our midst. And when people say to me, Emma, what's the one job you would never leave vacant, the most important role in any ministry? And I always say the same thing: get a head of intercession in place. And when they say, how do I look after myself best as a leader? I always say, get personal intercessors in place. The one way to safeguard you. And so we are delighted to announce that these years of praying and training and carrying burdens in intercession have culminated in the most exciting launch we have had for years. So if you love to pray, but you're a little bit isolated, or you're an intercessor and you want to be well trained, I am talking directly to you right now. This is something you're going to want to be a part of and want to get a hold of. Let me introduce you to a very special lady, Sarah Jane Biggert. And Sarah Jane has worked with me for about a decade, and she's been a constant companion when we've traveled the world. Many of you have been blessed enough and privileged enough to receive a word of the Lord from her. And Sarah Jane heads up our intercession, so I'm just making her blush a little bit standing beside me right now. And she is launching something called the Purple Company, and that is a network of intercessors and groups of intercessors that we are gathering across the world to train and equip, so that you guys can be the best version of yourselves that you can be when it comes to warfare and strategic prayer. Sarah Jane, tell us a little bit more.
Sure. I am super excited about this as well. We've been burning with desire to get it launched, and it is finally out there. The Purple Company is a strategic group of networked prayer, small groups together. We are going to change nations and cities by agreeing some things in prayer through prophetic strategy. So if you want to get trained in prophetic intercession, if you want to understand more about spiritual warfare and taking territory for the kingdom of God, this is for you. We're going to be doing some training on media. We're going to be doing some live events. I'm going to be talking to Emma and other prophets in the house here, and releasing some words myself over prophetic strategy for the nations for prayer. In addition to that, we're going to be inviting some well-known prayer leaders like Becca Greenwood and Rachel Hickson, who some of you already know we've done some events with, and there'll be more of that. There's going to be a private media channel for the Purple Company so that we can truly equip you, so you know how to deal with territorial spirits such as Freemasonry and Jezebel, Leviathan, the Islam spirit, and so many more. And God really, I believe, has a heart to connect the nations in prayer so that we're all on the same page with Him. And as we move through the seasons with God, that the prophetic intercessors and watchmen know how to pray where you are.
I love it that we're always better together, that we're kept safer, and that we're stronger in that place. And so I would urge you, as prayer warriors watching this, fill in an application form, ask to join the Purple Company. Sarah Jane will receive your application and will welcome you in, and then you will get private, bespoke access to a whole myriad of things that we know you need. You know, how many of us have thought, oh, I would really love to be able to deal with the political spirit. You know, I feel really oppressed, and our region feels oppressed by Jezebel. You know, you need the top tips of how to keep safe, how to understand agreement, how to gather people around about you, and how, do you know what, let's be real about this, how to be loved and understood yourself, and how to find your tribe that will say to you, come on, let's strengthen you for the work to which God has called you. So if that sounds brilliant to you, fill in an application form and be part of this international group of warfaring intercessors called the Purple Company.